In this video tutorial, we're going to take a look at the Screen Broadcast feature of the classroom management software. So I'm logged in as a teacher here. This is the teacher side, and we have one student connected to our class. We can use the Screen Broadcast feature when we want to send what we're doing on our computer out to the students' computers so that they can see it on their screens. Now, a lot of times, if you have a projector in your room, you can do the same thing, maybe a little easier, just by using your projector. But there might be situations where you want it on the student's machine. Maybe you're only going to be speaking to a small group of students, so you just want to broadcast to that group. Or perhaps you don't have a projector in your room, or maybe you just feel like the students are more focused when it's right in front of them on their own screen. So those are all different reasons why you might choose that option. So if I want to broadcast my screen to just one or a small group of students, I'm going to stay in this full screen mode and select the students that I want to broadcast to. So I can click on the student's name and that highlights the student. If I hold my control button down and click on the other names of students that I want to broadcast to, it'll allow me to select a number of students. And then I can click my screen broadcast button. In most cases, however, you're probably going to want to broadcast to your entire class. So to do that, you can select every student by that same method, or there's kind of a shortcut. If we click out in the white area to unselect all the students, so you see that made this name not be in blue anymore, so that student's not selected. We want to make sure nobody is selected this time. And we're going to use this minimize button to get our toolbar. And I can pin the toolbar so that it stays open. And here's my screen broadcast button again. So same button in both places does the same thing. This is just going to do this for the whole class as long as I made sure that nobody was selected before I entered this mode. So I'm going to click on this, and what that does is take the student computer and turn it into your screen. So the student no longer has control of their screen, and they are seeing on their computers exactly what is currently on my computer. So you probably want to make sure that your email's closed and your grade books and things like that, because if the students see that on your screen, that might not be a good thing. So right up here we have several different options within our screen broadcast. It's already in full size mode, but if for some reason I wanted to shrink it down, I could. This button is going to record it. So if I want to record what I'm showing the students, I could click that button and I'd be able to do that. This is your voice broadcast button, which you're probably not going to want to use unless you are communicating with a small group or a single student and they had headphones. Otherwise, it is a slightly delayed response, so you'd have your voice kind of echoing all over the room if you tried to use that option. And then you do have a screen pin option. If I click on that and give it just a minute, I get all of these annotating tools where I can actually write on my screen. And hopefully you can do that better than I can. You could also use your stylus as well if you wanted to do that. So when I'm in this mode, I can then go to maybe a website I want to show the students, or I could bring up like a brain pop video and click play on it. Really, it could be used for anything that I want the students to watch me doing on my computer. So it would be a really good tool to use if you wanted to show them how to use a new piece of software or how to save a file properly. Again, all those things could also be done on the projector, but this does give you another option as well. It also gives you the opportunity to record your screen, which you could then save and use later on if a student is absent or something like that. If you have any questions, make sure you post them in the Using the DAC Tech discussion board on my big campus.